Well, hello there everyone, and a very warm welcome to Augsburg Station here on the Munich to Augsburg route for Train Sim World 2 by Dovetail Games. We're here in the ICE. I believe this is the ICE. Yeah, it's the ICE3. We're going to be the BR406. We're going to be preparing for departure here momentarily. So this is the ICE597 train, which has just arrived from Berlin. It left Berlin around 9 a.m. this morning. It's roughly, yeah, it's 26. Gives you an idea of how long the journey is. I'm gonna put the go one click. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for the dip beam option on the headlights, and that's just pretty much ready for departure. Oh yeah, reverse needs to go forward. Yeah, one thing I noticed about this train: if you don't have the reverser in forward, the doors don't open. Sturm. So yes, I've been recording a couple of videos lately and getting the notes done for route learners. So I've got this one today, which is quite a quick video, and my first impressions on this route, which are actually really good. And then I've got a journey through the Austrian Alps planned, and the Isle of Wight line. I haven't refunded it just yet. But yeah, so this is Augsburg Station. I've got to say, this is really refreshing compared to what we had with the Isle of Wight. This is much more ambitious, much more in depth. This is what a Train Sim World route should be, in my opinion. So we are departing in about 3 seconds. 2, 1, 0. Just realised my AFB probably isn't on. There we go. So our start speed today is going to be 90 kilometers an hour. There we go, and we'll clear away. So we can, yeah, move away. So brake come off. That is basically a signal that to proceed because we're crossing over lines. And away we go. Going to coast for a moment here. Just to find it more comfortable going off the points coasting. A bit like driving a car, I suppose. There we go, out of restricted monitoring, so straight up to 90 now. Here we go. So yes, our start speed's 90. We enter an LZB signalling momentarily, which kicks us straight up to 150. If you watch in the track in front of us, we should see the signalling. Yeah, there's the 150 post. And I say it's pretty much as soon as the LZB system kicks in, we go up to 150. I did feel a little bit behind the curve when I was trying to do my notes on this. I was sort of barreling into everything. It definitely takes some recalibrating from driving standard trains up to driving high speed again. And here comes RZB. And there's our 150. So I'm going to open the taps. And I'm actually, yeah, we'll go 150. I'm going to put the AFB to 230, which is our highest speed today. Yep, and allow the AFB in combination with the LZB to control our speed. So we go up to 230 around 3 kilometers after entering the LZB signalling. It's not that long at all, really. And then it's a 238 cruise for about 40 kilometers. That's the nice thing about, you know, the to give you an idea, I did Wiener Neustadt to Müseslag on the Arthur Südbahn. Did my notes for that, and I've already recorded that video, and that was like a side and a half of A4. This is less than half a side. It's crazy. Yeah, how much quicker and easier this is. So we're on the high speed lines to the side of us, the non-high speed lines, unsurprisingly. That's sort of occupied by the Regional Express and Regio by the RE, RB, and the freights, the multitude of freights. It's one of the stations roughly halfway down the route that we pick up the S-Bahn again. And they actually have LZB signalling in the core, if you like, of their route, which is quite cool, I find. But they don't have AFB. So you can see quick capture. So you've got PZB controls, pantograph, main circuit breaker, AFB, speed throttle control, brake, sanding. What's that one? Can't remember. Horn, two-tone horn. Sounds a bit weird, really. Hill start, I believe. Door controls, windscreen wipers. Windscreen wash, windscreen wiper speed. That's the power, I believe. No, that's the brake indicator. Power brake indicator. Interlock. CFIT appears on here. CFIT appears on here. All the PZB stuff appears here. You can see the trains currently tracking under LZB. Yeah, we're overtaking a 425, which is running a Regio ban. Or sorry, no, reservice. I've got to say, I'm not a fan of the 425s. I don't know why, I just don't like them. I think I probably played them too much when I was doing my own projects on, what do you call it? On Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. Meow. So yeah, power brake controller, throttle. Obviously, that's our speed digitally, and then on an indicator that shows the speed we've set. So yellow, you can tell I've been driving different trains. So that's our speed, so you can see we're doing 223 kph. AFB has been set to 230. The red bar is the fastest permitted speed under LZB signalling, which is 230. You can see the signalling system is looking 9.9. Sorry, it looks more than 10k ahead. So it can see our next speed restriction is 160, but we've got nothing in the next 10 kilometers. That's how much power we're drawing. That's sort of the principal cab controls. Sorry about yawning there. Parking brake is down here. You can also mist the window up behind us. It's like that fancy electric glass you get in meeting rooms, which I always find really scary. Forget which movie it was that I was watching, and it had those, and they go in the meeting room. The glass frosts over, and then just blood splatters on the window, like on the frosted glass. So yeah, I've watched too many films like that, I guess. But yeah, apart from that, how cool! So that is obviously, you can change your screen priority. So if I don't know, you spilt your cup of coffee and this screen was obscured, you could do that and still continue driving. And then you just have to, yeah, kind of cool. You also got, I believe they used to have like a day and night mode. No. That turns that screen off. Interesting. Interesting that one isn't implemented. That's the cab radio. That's the phone for it. We've also got a roller blind. It does feel like you're sitting right up in sort of a sloped nose. You know, so it feels like you're sitting in the nose of Concorde almost. There you go. So that expands down. Yeah, gorgeous view outside though. A little bit of a quick pro hack for you, and this is where to improve performance in game, I find. Settings, and it's screen, no, advanced, motion blur off. There you go. You shouldn't. I find without motion blur on, I feel like I'm zooming through the country, and it also gets rid of the mess on your wheels. It would be nice that windscreen wiper stowed out of your field of view, because it does... That is quite a, you know, noticeable thing. Yeah, now I say we're just cruising. It's a total of 56, so it was 56 kilometers at the start, so we've already covered 20 kilometers. Just gives you an idea of how quick we're going. Yeah, we're going to be there in about 15 minutes. So the timetable on this gives you a lot of slack, and I'm not quite sure why. Yeah. Also, this video will seem on the short side, but at the same time, you know, this is a case of it takes as long as it takes, and you know, we're doing an end-to-end run of the route. I'm hoping to be coming back to do sort of S-Bahn and regional express stuff, but at the moment I'm just catching releases at a pace that I can't keep up with. So yeah, basically. And there's a potential for me to be going back to work at some point in the future. You know, so I'm trying to keep ahead on YouTube, but it's a challenge. It truly is a challenge. But yeah, interestingly, by the way, this is being recorded at 3:15 in the morning. Potentially, this will be released same day. Because I'm crazy. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. But, you know, this route in comparison to the Isle of Wight is head and shoulders. It's a lot more than £5 better, put it that way. Which, yeah, really. And that's what I find so upsetting about the Isle of Wight is I wouldn't object to it if it was sort of 10, 15, maybe 10, £12 route. But £20, just nah, too much. And there goes a 423, that's the other train that comes with this route. We aren't going to drive the 423 today. I will be hopefully doing another video on it though. It's just, I don't like to sort of oversaturate the channel with a there and back of, you know, God damn it, that's the wrong button. Shit. Yeah, I was trying to say sit, not poo, but yeah. I've been driving the RSSLO, no, sorry, it was the Roadworks Austria Taurus, and on that you either press E or spacebar to clear CIFA, and that's why I've been getting so badly wrong with this. Yeah, we are truly hammering along today. See? Flashing the headlights. Meow. Imagine living there and someone one day goes, oh yeah, you know those nice slow trains used to get to work? Yeah. Yeah, they're going to put another line in that's going to be really fast trains that make a lot of noise. Enjoy. You enjoy that. Okay, 200. 200 comes into effect at 22.4, which is not that far away. Yeah, it's a kilometre, so No, I do enjoy this. And we're down at 200 now. There you go. So our next restriction is 160 in around 6k time. On this one we don't actually have to come to a stand because we don't get blocked by anything. Yes, dust tuck being held for us. Interestingly, you see a wide range of passenger trains on this route. We've seen the S-Bahn 423, Regional Express 425, and a 146 on a Dostock Regional Express. But I've not noticed any freight trains on this. I might have not been looking well enough the first time. One thing I do wish for with this route is that we had a system for... Sorry, I completely lost it. Yeah, so we had the LZB implemented in things like the 425. So when, you know, they jump on here, and we're coming to the end of our PZB monitoring. So when I hit 160, no, 160 I said. So I hit end, which cleared the ending of the LZB, so it does an emergency brake us because we know that we're having to take over our own management of speed now. Speaking of that, our next speed down change is in 8.4k. So it is at 8.4k, which is around 5 kilometers away. That's down to a 130, and we hold that pretty much all the way into the station. As I said, this is a really fast run. For some reason, this released yesterday, and I thought it released today, so I wasn't expecting to be playing it until this afternoon. So I was planning to, you know, post the like one of the Austrian trains. But now that it's come out today, it just works out better for my uploads. Also, interestingly, I was having issues recording for Instant World because my PC was shutting down because the graphics card was overheating. So you basically get locked out of your control. That I noticed that happened to me. That you got to close that, put a stopper brake on, release the stopper brake, and then take power again. Okay, what was I doing to bring speed back? Weird. And that's another S-bomb. You can usually press the top of the button down there. Well, we'll slow down for our 130. Did that in the nick of time. So yes, we're just approaching through we're really coming down the home straight now. Okay, we've lost a AFB for whatever reason. There we go. AFB's back. I love the really nice Dostock trains. Nice long. So we've got about a 5k into a 60 limit, and then after that we need to drop down to a 40 limit. Which is fine, we're not turning off. Oh, sorry, it's 90k on the track to our right. I'm just going to close the throttle now and just let the train coast, because we've not got that far to go, and we're going to be braking momentarily anyway. And as you can see, we are tremendously ahead of time. So at around 4 kilometers is when I break down towards 60, which is still 2 kilometers actually negative. We'll do it at 2.8 a kilometer to go. Oh, that's a nice pair of floating ice sliders. Oh, and things are starting to pop. That was an interesting thing. The depot over there popped in. This may be the performance issues they were talking about. Yeah, and my graphics card's starting to try and melt itself. And that is the Munich depot down there on the right. Okay, that's 1.1 and a bit K to go. I'll put brake in, right? And great. I didn't acknowledge this. This is the 60 warning. That corner's a bit low res. Okay, I know. So we're released into restricted monitoring. So brake comes off, brake comes off. And away we go. I'm going to go to 40. Coincidentally, the speed limit does drop to 40 just after the 60, so it's not really that much of a loss to us. But it just shows you not paying attention to what happens. Here we go, we're arriving into Munich. Glorious evening. There we go, drop out restricted monitoring. So I can end it now. Technically I could hop up, but you can see got the 40 warning there and the warning for a crossover. So we'll acknowledge. Back into 85 restricted. We've got Munich housed by HBF on the right there. Well, ice depot. I assume that's a train wash. Ooh. And there's our 40 post. We're going to be crossing lines very soon. There we go, arriving in Munich. Got another S-Bahn train departing there on the left. Another BR423. Bit of snaking going on there. Very snaky, Jen. And coming into the 30 world. So I'm going to drop my speed back 10k. And we're going to go down to 30. You can see there's our post there. So we're easing in at 30 kph now. Unfortunately I left the markers in, but it makes no difference. We're stopping at the end regardless. Got another colleague to park ourselves against. You can see there's the Miracle 00, which indicates we're at Munich. I do actually want to park slightly in front of him. There we go. And we can release the doors. Okay, ma'am, you can get off now. That's a bit unfortunate, Pat. Oh well. So we'll just we can wait here until it's time to close the doors. Then we can disembark. Yes, so first of all, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I really did actually. So so my impressions on this route, it's actually really awesome. And it's a it shows what can be done with Train Sim World. I think with Train Sim World 2, there's been a real ambition to kick up the quality of the level of work that was being put out, and I think that's really good. That's really noticeable, especially on the German stuff. I've never been in this area, so I can't really comment on the accuracy of things. But from my perspective, it seemed well built. The services are well done. There's 500 odd services, which is really great. We'll lock the doors, and then no, it hasn't locked them. There we go. So you can see. First of all, let's just check our points. That better be a gold medal. So 61 kilometers we drove today in approximately 28 minutes. But if I hop back out here, so main menu, I'll just show you the amount of services that are available. Hauptstrecke Munich, Augsburg. I also love this this style of artwork. I really like. So, 427 services. That's what I like to see. I think that's the most we've had anywhere, except the only one I can think might be higher would be Long Island Railroad. Nope, so it must be the highest count of any services currently in Train Sim World, which that's pretty awesome. Or Ryan Roston? No, not Ryan. Oh well, I'm running Ryan Roston's route intro up now. Well, that was unfortunate, but thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, like, comment and subscribe, and we shall see you tomorrow for another video. Probably be Isle of Wight, but I'm not sure yet. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Tatty bye.